It must be nice to have all those holidays.
Yes, we all work 9 till 3 and have long summers lazing about drinking sangria by the pool. Not. People seem to judge teachers on the salad days of their own childhood, unaware of all the marking, meetings, strategies, CPD, the reports, the parents' evenings, the sanctions, the exam boards and Ofsted. If only they could spend a few days in your shoes, they'd realise the stamina it takes to get through a day with little ones.
Miss, there's a bee.
There's a bee, or a wasp, or it's snowing, or it's raining, or there's a plague of frogs. In my school this one actually happened. Ask me about it, it's no word of a lie. Whatever it is, they all leap out of their seats just as you're getting to that really important bit of the lesson and run to the window shouting, or all the girly ones start screaming and hopping about. It's an absolute bugger to calm them down again. Ugh.
Oh, only 2 years to go.
There's one in every school. A teacher around 60 years old who's clearly only in school because they're seeing out their time to retirement and they aren't trained for any alternative. They've got a couple of years left before they can sit in their garden pottering about and complaining about the neighbour's dog and that couple at number 42 who never get their bins back in quickly enough for his liking. And in the meantime, he's walking around the corridors with a face like thunder, trying to get out of his playground duty. He hates teenagers, and they hate him. He doesn't want to be there, and frankly, he's giving the rest of the team a bad name.
Right, detention.
Why do kids have to push you to the point of detention? You've got their name on the board, given them their 3 chances, gone through the sanctions your particular school has laid out in their policies, and now you've got to the detention point. And not only are you putting them in detention, you're putting yourself in detention, because even though you'll be here after the school bell marking books anyway, you now have to do it with a Harry Enfield character huffing and panting at the back of the class, his butt so far forward on the chair that he's at risk of falling onto the floor. Which you have to admit to yourself might actually be quite funny.
Well, it wasn't like this when I was at school.
Yes, when you were at school it was all sunshine and rainbows and the world was a better place. There's always that one friend who thinks they know everything about education because they sat in a classroom 20 years ago. They know all about the system, how to handle challenging behaviour, how and what to teach your class, and can't understand why kids today aren't exactly like they were. And they can't understand why you're turning purple with rage trying to stop yourself from shouting at them either.
What we doing today, miss?
We love the kids that come into the classroom asking this one. You're standing at the door, welcoming the class into your room, and it gets asked over and over again until you just want to scream, sit down and shut up and I'll tell you. There's a logic to this lesson thing, you know. Have you not worked it out yet? You're in year 8 for goodness sake. Walk to your seat, get out your book, close your gob, listen to the adult at the front of the room and you might find out. It's no rocket science. Well, maybe it is. Anyway, unnecessary questions can be a baffling left turn at the traffic lights onto the country road of how the hell did we get here?
Well, why does he have to do homework? I didn't do my homework and I run my own business now.
The parent who doesn't think their child should have to do homework based on their own trajectory through life. What they really mean is that they're too busy to ensure it's done. Never mind the fact that it solidifies what they did in their lessons this week and is an assessment as to whether their little darling understood it. Never mind that it's an essential part of learning self-discipline and working independently under their own initiative. You run a business, so you're all right. Well done you. Have a gold star.
Does anybody have any questions?
There is an unwritten rule. It's late, everyone's tired. You all stopped listening to the assistant head 20 minutes ago and started thinking about what to cook for dinner. Any questions, she asks. The answer is no, people. Categorically and unequivocally, no. 99% of questions asked at the end of meetings can be put in an email tomorrow morning. Let's get out of here. Time's a-wasting.
Well, he doesn't talk to me like that at home.
I'm sure Jamie is a little angel at home, but in my classroom, madam, he's like the devil incarnate. This is a disturbing one. Parents putting teachers at fault for bad behaviour of their child, protecting their child from any kind of accountability for their actions and setting them up for a lack of coping skills in later life. And more often than not, allowing themselves to be manipulated. I once suggested a child was grounded at home to help us manage his behaviour in school. Oh no, she said, I don't want to make him angry. True story.
Those that can do and those that can't teach.
This one makes my blood boil. It implies failure, when perhaps the very reason you went into teaching was to nurture future generations and awaken in them a love for your subject that will help them fly towards their dreams. Why is that a failure? It also implies that teaching is something easy that anyone can do. I mean, you get all those holidays and you finish at 3, don't you? If you've enjoyed this video, drop me a comment, tell me what your pet peeves are. I'd love to hear from you.